So we talked about the importance of making music videos and video content as a director. But as an artist, you also need to find the right directors and find the right people to help your vision or help you create the content and the video content to go along with your music. So as an artist, we're also going to talk to Director X to figure out the best way to find someone like that and what to look for when trying to find a director to help your vision come to life. So I'm a new artist, and I'm looking for a director. Someone, I got all these ideas in my head, I got this crazy music. How do I go about finding someone that can help me make that vision come to life?
I mean, I tell you, start with your friends, see who you have in your social circle, see what's up in your city.
Yeah.
You know, go out and fucking the internet is a real thing.
Right.
But you got to start asking around because there's somewhere they're out there for you.
Right.
You know.
And how important is video content and a music video to accompany the songs that you're putting out?
I don't know to a company, but I know again what it can do if you do something fun and exciting. That visual thing can really do something, right? So yesterday, we dropped the future Drake video for Life is Good.
Right.
Right? Has a concept.
Right.
My Instagram was lit up. I'm getting phone calls from record executives, movie executives,
Right.
friends. It's a big, exciting day.
Right.
Because the concept, they took the song, that line, working on the weekend as usual, and used that as a motivation for this working man, blue collar concept.
Right.
And people loved it. They had it's a great time, it's fun, you can enjoy it. It's important. We can have a debate. What would that have been if them two was just like in cars with girls?
Right.
Wouldn't have been that. It
Wouldn't have been as interesting.
Yeah, and you know the internet wouldn't have, you know that. The internet would not have lit up, which is why artists like Drake put the effort in to have conceptual videos.
Right.
And that there's something going on. You take the song, you're taking that record and say, what can I do here? What fun, how can I make this interesting? Right? It's really very important. And you do that work. Doesn't mean just because you did the work, it's guaranteed the bus.
Right.
You know the deal. You're never guaranteed a bus.
For sure.
But you're guaranteed you ain't going to bust if you ain't put. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
if you don't
right.
put no effort in, then whatever. You gotta put in that work.
Right. So now as an artist, is it okay for me to go to a director and say, I got the ideas, can you
Of
make it
course.
come to life?
Yes.
So I don't have to rely on, so what if the director tries to push his views on me?
Can it work together, or just do you see it completely differently? There is a part of directing, you know, if you're a director and you get into the commercial world, the advertising agency brings you the idea. Your job as a director is to take their idea and say, what will you do with it? How will you make it something more?
Right,
You know,
right.
they're looking for that collaboration. So if you as a director cannot collaborate with other creative people and understand that the creative direction is coming from another source, and that you need to work with that person, and that they ultimately are the ones making the decision about what they want to do, then I don't know, maybe you should just write and direct feature films for yourself. I mean, I don't know what little niche in the business you're going to find where you can do that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because the rest of the film industry, whether you're going to go do TV, as a director when you do TV, same shit, here's the script, go shoot it.
Right.
Movies, see, you might have a little more say so depending on the thing, but there's definitely scenarios like, here's the script, go shoot it.
Right.
Commercials, here's the idea, what do you want, so yes, music videos creatively really allow you many more opportunities to have it completely be your idea,
Right.
completely shoot it, finish it, to be really the chief creative force of pushing the project forward.
Right.
That's terrific.
Right.
But sometimes it's your knowledge as a director to take someone's idea and say, okay, Drake wrote the concept for Life is Good.
Right.
I have this idea. Okay, so I now take the record and say, all right, from this point to this point, we're going to do this, and then from this part of the record, we're going to do that, and this part of the record, we're going to do that. Okay, Drake has an idea about the food place. Then my producer said, oh, what if we made it like the drive-through thing? Oh, that's a great idea.
Right.
And we do that, and then, okay, so how are we going to chop up that? Okay, we're going to chop that up. All right, okay, we've used all our locations. Now we can't afford, or we don't have time to go to another location. So now how do we make it interesting? All right, well, we'll do the music video thing, so that's new. And then after that, we'll do you feel what I'm saying?
Right, right. Again, be willing to be flexible and pivot when you need to.
And taking the idea.
Right.
Drake said, I want Future's gonna be in these places. Okay, I need to now make that make sense for the record.
Right.
We're okay for, the burger joint goes here, the computer place goes there, then the car place goes there, and then we're gonna go back to this, and then and then while we're doing it, we lost the location,
Right.
which led to the idea of like, at first we were gonna go to a studio, right? That we knew we wanted to do a location, we wanted to do a scene where they're just gonna be themselves as artists.
Right.
So what if we go to the studio, because that's where they work, they
Right.
record records.
Yeah.
But to get to the studio, it's across town, we don't have time, we say, okay, well we can't do the studios, and we start talking, what if we do a music video? Oh, so what if we're now at the burger joint talking about one of the, and then we go to the video, and it becomes a better idea.
Right.
So we had an idea that didn't fall through. I didn't, you accept like, okay, that's not going to happen. What do we do? And from the what do we do, we actually made a better moment.
Right, right. And that's being willing to pivot, which we talk about in the book, pivoting. Now, as an aspiring artist or a young artist trying to win big in the music business, and I'm trying to do the right thing, and I want to work with a bunch of people, I want people to like my music and me, I'm working with a director, he finishes the video, delivers it, I don't like it. It doesn't come out the way that I thought it was going to be on the treatment.
Well, he wouldn't finish it. You'd be in the edit having that conversation.
Right, but what if, there's a lot of times that, editors and directors will shoot from an artist and they go do their own thing and then deliver the video, right? And then what if you're like, oh man, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Then you tell them, I'm not happy. It's okay to say, I'm not happy with that.
Right.
Try something else. Let's go, sending them back to the drawing board. And again, a lot of experiences I've had, some of my favorite pieces came back when they said, I don't like this edit. You remember the Let's Get It, it was Puff, G-Dep, and Black Rob.
Yeah.
Get this money.
Yeah.
Ain't no way gonna get it. I mean, all that dancing. And remember, we did like a bunch of things in the edit. If you watch it, we're doing a bunch of techniques in the edit, the way we're cutting it. The first edit that we did, Puff got it. He said, I don't like this. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling the energy. We went back and started creating new edit techniques, doing resizes on the beat.
Right.
We started freaking the cut.
The difference between that, though, is at that point you're at a professional point in your career that there's a budget to that, so it's your job to go make it right for the budget that you're making. What about new artists that don't really have money and the director's kind of doing it on the strength of you guys just bartering each other?
Yeah, if you're bartering, but at the same time, it's theirs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you say, hey, X, yeah, hey man, I really want to design kitchens. Back to the kitchen analogy.
Yeah.
I really want to design kitchens.
Are you hungry? You keep
I'm
bringing up
getting
kitchens.
hungry. So, you know what I'm saying? You say, all right, well, I need my kitchen redone. X, how about you come in?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's on the strength. That means you don't get to say shit about your kitchen no more?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It don't work like that.
Right.
It's yours, it's theirs.
Right.
And again, it will give you better work.
And as a director, you suggest the director should go back and make sure it's
If
as good as they want.
they don't like it, go find something that they like. It's theirs. And I'm telling you, it will create something better. You have your creative back and forth. You find a place where you, I did a thing for Pure Moss, the clothing line Pure Moss.
Yeah.
We did a short film called Seven Mothers.
Right.
We did the first edit. I mean, watched it, people were crying, oh my God, we got it. Showed it to Kirby, the creative director. And it's a little this, it's a little that, mix it up. Do a whole new edit. Okay, now we got it. More people crying.
Right.
Show him. Right?
Yeah.
We had to take it and go flip the edit, completely reapproach it, bring in new people to take a look, then do that one.
Right.
Whole other level.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A whole other place. We both love it. We both feel great about it. It's
Right.
not, oh, fuck it, he ruined, none of that shit. No, we
Right.
both really love this piece because he wasn't happy. And we went back to the drawing board to do that work.
Right.
And it wasn't a big budget thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At all.
And by the way, your reputation might be worth more than a budget sometimes.
Yes.
So if you're the director, you should go back and make it hot. If you're the artist, you shouldn't be afraid to tell them like, I don't like it. Sorry, maybe I did think it was dope when we were shooting it, but this edit is not the move.
And go do something.
And then
It's
you-
what it is, man.
Right.
You do if you have to embrace the difficulties. The difficulties of filmmaking get you to the better place.
Right.
There is a bit of a spiritual universe moving thing. If you fight against it, is when it's gonna, you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
the bending, the bamboo tree that bends in the wind. You need to bend with these things. It will get you to better stuff. Like I
Right.
said, that video when they have that conversation about I'm gonna make it big and you can direct the video and then we go to the video,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Right.
If we just cut to them in a studio,
Right.
it's cool. I
Right,
get it. They're working.
Yeah.
But it sure as fuck ain't. But that moment was born out of the fact that the studio was too far.
Right.
We can't get there.
And that was being able to pivot and be flexible.
Right. So, and it's a key to this game. When these things come up, you say, okay, treat it like the universe is pushing you to go do more.
Right. As an artist, is there some things that you would advise an artist to not do on a video set or when dealing with a director? I'm sure there are some times that you've been annoyed.
Don't yell. You got to really control it. In this business, especially now, when we came up, everyone was yelling and screaming. The executives, the artists, the director, we were all young and crazy.
It's gonna be done by tomorrow.
We're all just yelling at each other. Y'all missed that moment. That moment's over. You can hear our stories about it, but you can't do that. And if you do that, people don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
That shit sticks to you.
Don't be a dick.
Exactly.
Right.
So be cool. Find a way. If you have issues with your temper, you need to start meditating. Seriously, you need to start meditating to get yourself to a point where you can control your anger and control your temper.
Right.
All of you, artists, all of you. It ain't cute, and at a point, motherfuckers don't want to work with you. And worse, when you start yelling, you pull the energy out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you start.
You think a lot of young people think they're bossing up. And it's not a boss move.
It's not a boss move because now you know what it is. If someone yells at you, you know what I'm saying?
Now you don't even want to make it
You don't
hot
want
for
to
them
do
no
it.
more.
And so if you're lucky, if you take a passionate person and yell at them, if you're lucky, they'll shift down to professional. If you're lucky, they'll say, all right, well, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do what I make. But you ain't getting no extra love. I'm just going to do my job properly.
Right.
If you're lucky. But if you've really fucked up, they can't even help it.
Right.
You're going to bring them down to like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Right? And if you yell at the wrong one, it's like,
Right.
the key grip. What does he get out of fucking working super hard for you? He doesn't. Fuck this shit. You lose the energy. You lose the passion once you start yelling. Right. Once you start treating people that way, you cannot do it. Like I said, if you have an issue with your anger, you need to meditate. You need to go to YouTube and search guided meditation and start doing it every fucking day when you wake up in the morning. I'm dead serious. You start yelling at people in this business, they ain't fucking with you.
Right.
They ain't fucking with you. And you better hope the work is dope, because that is the only thing that will hold your shit together. That when I was in my 20s wilding the fuck out, thank God that the work was strong enough that I could keep on going, and finally found how to calm my ass down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But even at that point, even if you are dope, you still don't need to be a dick.
You don't. And
You're going to get even further. The dope dude that's cool is going to get further than the dope dude that's a dick.
Exactly. And you motivate people, and they want to work with you, and you're going to have fun. And come on, bro, we're blessed. We're in the music industry, right? We're doing fun things. We're doing this to entertain people who, when they come home from work, their feet hurt and their hands hurt, and they've been dealing with fucking people, and they just want to sit down, or they want to go out, and they want to get this. Our job is to help people forget their troubles.
Right.
This is the entertainment business.
Right.
We are here for people to get an escape from their lives.
Right.
That is the key.
Right.
Sometimes you're the soundtrack. Sometimes you're these moments.
Yeah.
Right. Since we're talking about videos, you could be the one that brings the dance that they start doing.
Right.
You could do the, you know what I mean? Like, hey, now I'm doing. There's all these things that we do. There is an important role, even though the rest of the world treats us in the entertainment business like we're a frivolous part of life.
Yeah.
And we're, in the undercurrent that we don't really need. Hey, I'm a construction worker. You just do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
There's these vibes are in the air when it comes to us. That's their misconception of what we do. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
We are here to provide a release. Sometimes provide an inspiration to give humanity a goal of where to reach. Where would the world be without Star Trek? The original Star Trek TV show.
Yeah.
Where would we be right now?
Just loving Star Wars.
Would we have the technology we have?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate debate, because that show, the things they put on the screen, little kids or young students or just scientific people watched that show and said, "Wow, that's a great idea. I'm gonna make that.
Right.
I'm making that thing.
It's possible.
It's possible." There's a world of people that said, "I'm going to make that."
Right.
The Star Trek, remember the Star Trek, the telephone tone, the telephone,
is
literally the thing from the show.
Right.
Someone looked at it and said, "I'm making that."
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So there's
and then the Neptune's label.
And the Neptune's label, all these things. So these things that we do at its base level is an escape and people having fun. But as high levels, the inspiration that we can provide about where humanity can go, about what it really means to love somebody, or what it really means to raise a child, or all the different topics that come from music, and that a music video can bring to life visually and tell a story that makes it mean even more.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
These are important parts of the human experience, and this is our responsibility with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. How important is it for an artist who's trying to make video content and music videos to incorporate kind of current affairs or like modern cultural.
If that's for you,
things
if
going
that's who
on.
you are, like, so if you're got a political song, well then yes.
Right.
You know, if you're an artist like Solange, it's not so much a direct as much as the artistic expression and interpretation. You know what I
Right.
mean? Beyonce, it's dance and energy.
Right.
Right. Even 50, it's a commentary on the world and the streets.
Right.
You know.
So do what represents you.
Do what represents you. There's no key to it, but what people respond to is expression. What people respond to is in the world of art that you're saying something honestly, that it represents a way you feel, that because through you they can also move through that. It's those things.
You inspire people, you get them motivated.
Yeah.
Any last piece of advice you would give to an aspiring artist thinking about making music videos or creating video content to promote their music and their product and their brand?
Shoot it and show people, man. And I mean, show everybody.
Right.
Not like I'm gonna wait till the one day I see Director X and then I'm gonna hit it like that. Just
Because there's no magical moment. Don't wait for a magical moment. I talk
show
about
everybody.
this.
Yes.
Don't wait around. It's like, I'm not going to release this until that. Da, da, da,
No.
da, da. Have a plan, but just go.
Yes.
It's not your last piece of dope.
Exactly. Don't wait. I know a lot of people growing up that had a dope record
Right.
and said, no, this is so dope.
I gotta wait.
I'm gonna
And then 3 years later, man, I should have put that record out.
Exactly. Put out the record. Put out the video. Show everybody. Show
Shoot
friends.
it, put it out. Shoot it, put it
Yeah.
out. Shoot it, put it out.
Yeah, man. I did
Right.
I did an interview in Toronto, and the dude was like, "I remember you. You came to my house to see my sister, and you made us all watch some." Like, yeah, bro. Like, y'all show people, man. Show people what you've done, and just let that be. And you never know where that's going to lead. And it's not about showing people with a plan, because
Right.
people can feel when you got a plan.
Right.
It's just show people because you want to show them your art.
Right. There you have it. Keep putting out content. Be respectful. Don't be a dick. And that's it. You want to be an artist and you want to win big in the music business, you want to put out music videos and video content, it's necessary, it's important, but you got to be consistent. You got to keep putting it out. People are putting out stuff every day and you got to stand out from everyone else. So in order for people to get familiar with you, you need to do what?
Be creative, show everybody, keep it popping, keep hustling.
Get familiar.